I challenged myself to not spend any money for a week. In this video, I'm going to be going over how I did during that week, and also we're going to be breaking down my bi-weekly expenses. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Will Marie. In this channel, I share updates of my debt payoff journey. I also share some tips, and also I share some vlogs or some challenges that I am doing. So I decided to do this no spend week challenge to see if I would be able to resist the temptation of spending unnecessary money. I'm going to be inserting some clips that I got during my no spend week where I was recording myself how I was doing. Okay guys, so I just finished working and my update on day one, I already failed. My coworkers ordered lunch and I felt pressured and I just couldn't say no. So I do have some leftovers that I can have for dinner tonight or for lunch tomorrow. I spent $17 on day one. I'll keep you posted for the rest of the week. Let's see how I do. I hope that I can stay strong and not spend any more money the rest of the week. Hi guys. So today is day 3 of the no spend week challenge. I ended up spending money. I spent $36. I just think that I chose the worst week to do this challenge because it's Father's Day this Sunday and I had to get a present for my dad. So I spent $36 yesterday on day 2. On day 1 I spent $17. I hope that I can really not spend any more money this week. I will keep you guys posted, and thanks for sticking around. So I wanted to do this challenge because I wanted to try to see if I am able to not spend any money. As you guys know, I am on my debt payoff journey and I am trying to not spend money on unnecessary things. But I'm human and not all the time I'm going to be able to resist temptation. I need to just try to make myself accountable for like making unnecessary purchases and try to stay focused on what my goal is. I have to admit that even though I'm on this debt payoff journey, sometimes I let the impulse come over, and that is when I lose track of like what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to accomplish with this debt payoff journey. What I learned from this challenge is that it is definitely not easy, especially if you do this challenge on a holiday weekend or if you have children as well. So I'm going to be going over how much money I spent. I spent a total of $177.75 on my no spend week challenge. When I compare that to what I spent on the previous week, I spent a total of $121.12. So the reason why I spent more money on my no spend week challenge versus the previous week, it's because I decided to do this challenge during Father's Day week. So I had to get presents for my dad. I also had to get a present for my husband. I worked on Saturday. I got a doll for my daughter, which that purchase, I have to admit, it wasn't necessary. But everything else that I purchased, oh, except from day one that I got takeout with my coworkers. When I go over my expenses, there are 2 purchases that I made that probably I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have ordered takeout. I shouldn't have bought a doll for my daughter. The rest were presents for my husband, my dad, and I also got some groceries that I had to get something ready for Father's Day. So what I think I'm gonna do in the future, I want to try this challenge again, but I want to do it with my husband. I think that I'm going to be doing like this kind of competition to see who spends less money, or if one of us is able to not spend any money at all during a week. Let's see what I decide, and I will keep you guys posted whenever that's coming up. We are going to be going over my expenses for the last pay period. In the available money section is the money that it's available to pay off my expenses. So in the discretionary money, I get $432.50 bi-weekly to use on anything that I want. I have a job that I work on the side. I only work once a month, so for this past pay period, I didn't make any money from that. And then extra money is just anything that might be left from the previous pay period that I can put towards my expenses. In the expenses section, I am going to be separating my credit cards. So I have here the amount that I spent on my Costco card. So I spent $48.52 on this past pay period. And on my Capital One, there's nothing. On my Chase card, I do have the most expenses. So I do have some purchases from Walmart. I have some from Amazon, Texas Roadhouse. I went to Florida, so I have to pay for my luggage. And I also went to Disney. So I have an expense from my Disney park entrance. So this is the entrance fee for the Disney park, $179.99. And shared costs are like things that me and my husband get in common, and that's what this shared cost is. If we buy something from Amazon or if we eat out, we split the bill. And in shared costs, I have to pay 101.50 towards the card. I had a total of $445.36 on my Chase card, and I only had $432.50 available this past pay period. So I did have more expenses than money available to pay off my bills. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pay these $432.50. I'm gonna put that towards my Chase card, and then I do have a balance, so when I get paid next time I will pay the difference. And this is my bi-weekly update of my expenses. I'm hoping to control myself so that I can keep up with this negative balance that I have. I'll keep you posted in my next expenses update to see if I am able to not keep dragging any debt. I invite you to like this video and also subscribe to my channel. That is extremely helpful for me to try to grow my channel and also inspire other people to pay off their debt. Comment down below which things you have done to try to save some money. I want to hear from you guys. You guys can also email me. There is an email in my contact information. I want to thank you guys for watching my video and also for following my debt payoff journey. I know that we are all human. It is hard sometimes to try to pay off debt and also try to enjoy your money. And I'm publishing this video so that you guys feel encouraged and see that you're not the only one out there with debt, and you're not the only one out there that has temptations when it comes to being on a debt payoff journey and trying to not spend money on things that you really don't need. The thing is just holding yourself accountable, regrouping your thoughts, and then just staying focused on your goal. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you in 2 weeks.